Good evening, folks. Tony Grillin Chef here. Today we're gonna do it's a stewed chicken with an influence of some Spanish flavors. My boy Charles, he's not here right now, but I'm quite sure he'll be on his way. So what I have here, I have some chicken thighs, and they're marinated in some peppers, green bell pepper, red onions, some plum tomatoes, some olives, a couple of things here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my pan up. I got my pan going right now. Let me get some heat on it. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Oh man,
What's good with you?
I'm chilling, man. I was just coming from church, man. We ain't had no whole lot of activity this
Okay.
day.
Okay.
Extracurricular going on in there.
Yeah.
But yesterday, man, I was at the grocery store, right?
Yeah.
I'm standing in line, man, and I feel something poke me in my back, man. I turned around, and it's this dude back here, man. So I play it off. Then it pokes me again. I turned around and said, hey man, you got to give me 6 feet. He said, 6 feet? I'm giving you 8 feet. He said, look. I looked there, man, he got an 8-pack of chicken feet. He got an 8-pack of chicken feet, man. He said, I'm giving you 8 feet. I said, well look, you got to stop playing so much. So he had one of them little baskets in his hand. I reached down and grabbed the bottom of it and turned it up. Got onions rolling all over the floor everywhere. So Mr. Funny, man. You want to be funny. So what we doing today, man?
Today we're doing some chicken thighs.
Okay.
We're gonna stew them down like braised, like a little Spanish influence.
All right.
I got some red onions, some green bell peppers, some tomatoes, some olives.
Okay.
All these flavors that you will find, and they got a little bit of little seasoning on them,
Right.
little Spanish seasoning.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take these and just kind of pan sear them up, and then let all this marinade just kind of turn into like a little stew.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right.
So we're gonna get started.
So I got colorful in there.
Yeah. So I got my pan on.
Okay.
I got a little bit of sugar in my pan. Just to kind of brown up a little bit.
All
That's one of
right.
the things that you do when you got some chicken like Spanish style. That's one thing they do is like always
Just put the
heat
sugar
up
in the
some sugar.
pan
Yeah, a
first.
little bit of sugar. Yeah.
Okay.
Heat up the seasoning.
Yeah.
Heat it up. Yes. So I'm gonna take a little bit of oil. Get it going here. So I'm gonna take these chicken thighs. Like I said, my pan should be pretty warm. I'm gonna take these thighs and put them in. Shake off the marinade.
Okay.
Get them going. This dish, these are I pulled the skin off the thighs. They're bone in.
Okay.
They shouldn't take too long to cook. So I got the pan up pretty high.
All right.
One thing about chicken thighs, I love to use chicken thighs because they really hold a lot of flavor.
Okay.
They hold some really good flavor. So like I said, once you get them going, man, they should cook pretty good.
Right.
And I'm gonna just like I said, just sear them up a little bit.
For the thighs, that's the dark meat of the chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I definitely like it. Because there's still some fat on here. One thing about pulling the skin off, you're pulling a lot of the fat off and stuff like that.
Okay. Right.
It also makes for, that's where all your fat is on the chicken, so lessen the cholesterol and stuff like that.
Right.
So we're gonna turn these up, let these guys go for a little while.
Okay.
And then as you see, I still have all this marinade right here. And once these are going, I'm gonna take all this marinade and actually put it in
Put
here
right
and
on there.
stew down.
Okay.
Because it's like a chicken stew, but I'm doing it tabletop.
Tabletop. Right. Okay.
And over here I have some black beans that I already I had them earlier, and I'm just heating up these black beans. I'm gonna take this and put over some rice.
Okay.
This meal is basically like a Spanish influence. So yeah.
Okay. So that's pretty basic too, man.
Pretty basic.
Black beans, rice, and chicken.
Black beans, chicken, and rice, man.
Right.
Spanish pollo guisado, stewed chicken.
Oh, okay.
Pollo guisado. And like I said, it's pretty good. It's a pretty decent meal. If you're looking for something fast, and pretty healthy.
Right.
Pretty healthy. You do have some beans, protein. Your beans are your protein.
Okay.
Chicken is protein as well.
Right.
And then I got some rice over here that we're gonna use. We're gonna lay it over the rice as well. So I mean, I try to really focus on a lot of healthier fare, healthier stuff, healthier meals. We've got a lot of people out there, you know, audience out there that is really trying to get a little healthier.
Right.
Everybody's, you know, the majority of people you hear, our community, you know, they're concerned about, you know, diabetes and stuff like that.
Right.
So I try to really go in and find different things, you know, that we can use, that we can cook, that they can actually eat.
Right.
Because if you hear a person, you present something too, like even when I'm at Grillin, you know, a lot of times, you know, I would have a meal and they would say like, hey, I can't eat that, I'm a diabetic. You know, so I try to really target a lot of dishes, you know, that people can actually eat.
Right.
And it goes back to also portion control. You know what I mean? If you are controlling your portions, I mean, you can eat pretty much anything.
Right.
You know, I mean, we do know starch. You know, it's gonna turn to sugar. You know, but I mean, if you only have like, you know, I mean, 6 ounces of serving, really.
Okay.
But you know, we don't eat 6 ounces.
Yeah.
Of food.
Right.
We
We
might eat 6,
on.
yeah, we might eat 6 ounces, but you better believe it's gonna be 6 more coming back again.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I try really to have some stuff. You know, I'm gonna try to find a lot of meals, you know, that we can use.
Right.
You know, we're gonna get some protein out of it. You know, and it's gonna be let's say user friendly.
User friendly.
You know, so yeah, you know, we are gonna have some rice just to complement the meal. But other than that, man, you know, we're gonna start doing some stuff. And I pulled the skin off just for that reason.
Okay.
You know, once you have some chicken, you pull the skin off. I mean, you just you know, eliminate it. You know, some calories, you know, some cholesterol and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know, and this is pretty much a low salt meal as well.
Right.
You know,
right.
so yeah.
And healthy eating right now, man, is the thing. That's the big thing right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
It is, you know, and there's a lot of people out there, a lot of people that have been reaching out, you know, in terms of, hey, you know, what do we eat? You know, a lot of people don't know what to eat, you know, so basically we're going to try and give them point them in a different direction.
Right. Because I know, you know, men and women, they have different groups, you know, that are trying to find different things that are healthier for them to eat, you know. They may have high cholesterol, they have diabetes, like you said. So they're looking for things to actually be able to eat, and still maintain, you know, being healthy.
Yes, and these are some of the things that I really want to target.
Right.
You know, there's some healthier meals and just be able to show them like, hey, listen, you can still eat and you can have fun with it. Right. You know, a lot of people think that, you know, you're limited to so many different things. Like, you know, you can still eat. You just got to control the portion.
Yeah.
You know.
The plate's full before the plate's actually full, right?
yes. And you know, I always say, you know, I always try and do a lot of greens. You know, I try to do a lot of veggies. You know, I try to do a lot of, you know, just live food, which is, you know, your garden, man. Go in the garden. You know, and that pretty much works. Okay. You know, so I'm gonna give these. I hear these guys. Like
they're making some noise over there.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn this over.
It's smelling good too, man.
It's a lot of flavor on this thing.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, the marinade. I first peeled the skin off the chicken, and then I gave it a little wash down in some lime juice.
Lime juice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so with the lime juice, you know, that was something that I used. You know, a lot of people use like, you know, lemon juice, lime juice, and stuff like that. You know, so yeah. So
is that just for added flavor?
Well, no, acidic.
Okay.
You know, it's acidic, so you know that helps with you know with the chicken and stuff like that. You know, because the main thing, you know, because one thing about chicken, you know, it's full of you know, a lot of things, man. You know, you gotta really make sure you clean it.
Clean it good.
Salmonella, bacteria, and stuff like that. So, you know, lemon juice, lime juice, vinegar.
Okay, that helps to get that. Okay.
Good way to, you know, clean your chicken and stuff like that. So I let it marinate a little bit in that, and then I add, like I said, you know, what I have over here.
Okay.
And you know, so it actually it's going to add to the flavor as well.
Right. Okay, so what temperature? How do you know it's done? What kind of temperature do you need to have?
Well, internal temperature for chicken, you know, is 165 or better.
Okay.
You know, that's when you know that you've done this. Red meat is a little bit. I mean, with red meat you can eat it, you know, medium rare, well and stuff like that.
Right.
You know, so that's like 140, 150. But chicken normally is 160. And since these are thighs, you know, they're gonna take a little bit of time. And normally what I do with thighs, you know, once they actually start cooking, I always try to put a little bit of a split, like near the bone.
Okay.
You know, this way it'll kind of get inside. Get inside the bone and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know. So these, as you can see, these guys are going pretty good.
So, where's your, tell the people where you're located.
Restaurant's at Grillin's. It's Grillin's. We're at 12146 Somerset Avenue. In Princeton, Maryland.
All right.
You know, we cover a lot of different foods over there. On some beautiful days, I get to light up the grill. You know, some ribs and you know some jerk chicken and stuff like that. You know, but then you know since it's been a little warm out, we do a lot of stews. We do carry like some baked turkey wings and you know. I ran some, it's called a chicken yassa, you know, which is like a chicken with an onion sauce. You know, I try to run some stuff that you know that will pique people's interest.
Right.
And I try to use ingredients, man, the same ingredients that are in your house, in your cabinet, and I just put them on the menu. You know, try to use the same stuff. Now, as you can see, one thing about cooking with a range, you got the circular. As opposed to gas. So what I have to do with this pan is I have to kind of rotate it so I can get it to do what I need for it to do. Because if not, all your heat stays in the middle of this pan. Whereas when you have gas heat, when you turn gas up on high, it kind of flares out. So you get a different cook time on your food. Okay. You know, so as you can see, I got a little scorch on this.
Oh yeah.
Because you know, it's got a good sear. You know. So I'm gonna flip these back over.
Yeah, that's looking good too, man.
That's why I rotated the pan.
Okay. To get that heat even.
Yes, it is. Yeah, even. Okay, so now that I got this going, now that I have this, I'm gonna actually add these ingredients that I have from here. All this is on the pan.
That right on top.
Everything goes in. Everything goes in. It's like almost like braising the meat before you put all the goodies in there, you know?
Yeah, right. Right. Okay.
Yeah. Put everything in. And I'm gonna pull this cilantro off. This is some cilantro that I need to pull off. We're gonna put everything in.
Pour it right in.
Pour it in.
Okay.
Pour it in, you cover it up, and just wait for it to happen. Now the chicken did get a good sear on it.
Right.
It's not cooked internally yet, but once I cover it with these juices and stuff, it should get some really good flavor, and it should help with the cook time as well.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. So what different types of meals do you cook? Do you cater to certain areas, at certain types of food?
Well, I try and do a lot of. I've been exposed to different communities. I've been around menus like West African dishes.
Okay.
I've been around Caribbean stuff. You know, of course soul food.
Right.
And I do try to cook a little healthy as well. So I've always been trying to study and really be able to come up with some stuff where I guess it's more of an international flair. You know what I mean? I just try to really bring something for all, where everybody can kind of get some.
Right.
Now I'm going to cover this right now.
And then a lot of times, people are used to eating the same thing over and over. So bringing them something different. Yeah. Using the same things that they basically have already or that they use already, just cooking it a different way.
And that's one thing that we try to do.
Yeah.
Just try to bring, I mean, you can take one piece of meat, the same piece of meat, and you can just cook it so many different ways.
Yeah.
Different gravies, different sauces, different techniques. You have different ethnicities. You just, like today, like this is basically a Spanish influence meal. Because you got, I use some of the olives and the peppers and tomatoes.
Okay.
I did use like the Spanish seasoning and stuff like that. But you can turn around and take the same piece of meat, and you can put something else, and we're turning it to something
Do it
totally,
like
totally different.
Caribbean style.
Yeah,
or something
yeah,
like that.
a little
Yeah.
spice, a different spice or whatever, and that's what you have.
Using the same meat.
Yeah, you know, so yeah, you know, so like I said, I've been around, you know, a lot of different communities, and I've learned a lot of different ways to prepare food and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it all boils down to we got the same stuff in our fridge, in our cabinets, and all you have to do is just like kind of step out there and be a little creative.
Right.
Just be creative.
And that's good because it expands people's minds, you know,
Yes.
to try something different.
Oh yeah.
Rather than doing the same thing over and over, you know.
Oh yeah.
Years and years. Because most of the time when people cook, they're cooking from their childhood.
Yes.
What they learned during their childhood,
Yeah.
watching their parents cook or whatever, mom, grandmom cooking.
Yeah.
And then they end up as an adult cooking the exact same way.
Yeah, and then you have some people that won't eat certain things because of how it was prepared when they were a kid.
Right.
You know,
right.
you ever heard somebody say, "I don't eat peas."
Yeah.
I had peas once. You know, I had peas once.
Exactly.
My mom screwed it up. You know, I don't eat peas after that. Like, okay, but now you know, try it a different way.
Right.
No, I just don't like it. You know, so.
But you don't really know that you don't like it.
No, you don't like it.
You haven't tried it but one way. Yeah.
So, you know, my goal, you know, is to try to catch as many people as I possibly can, you know, to show them like, hey, listen, you know, we can cook this a different way, and we can just like, and we can go on a journey, you know, of just eating healthy, and stuff like that, you know.
Because when I look in the pan, you know, the things that are in it, the ingredients that are in it, I pretty much got home right now. Right now, you know, yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's just the technique, just a different way of doing it. You know, so yeah.
That's pretty interesting, man. So how long have you been cooking? You know.
Well, I mean, my thing has been grilling has always been my passion.
Grilling. Okay.
You know, so I've been doing this, you know, like 25, 30 years. You know, and grilling, man, it's just something, you know, I always like to be able to just something about that smoking that charcoal, man.
Yeah.
Something about it. But in terms of you know, cooking in kitchens and stuff like that, you know, when I was in New York, I was working in different places here and there and doing some catering and, you know, just being at the right place at the right time.
Right.
You know, I'd get a dishwashing job, you know, and all of a sudden I'm in the kitchen and I'm on the pans, you know. A few things have happened that had me, you know, in the front on the stove. You know, I was in one place one time, you know, I was dishwasher and the guy was a little small cafe, and German guy, he had a little cafe, and he walked away from the stove, and I'm washing dishes, and I looked over, and his food is burning. You know, and I saved his plate. You know, I went over and I kind of saved his plate, and he's like, hey, you know, you want to learn this? You know, so I just learned some different techniques. Yeah, it was just right place at the right time. You know, but
you learned it by default.
Yeah. But I've always had, you know, passion, you know, for cooking. But it's all art to me. I mean, I look at it as art. I mean, it's a way of just expressing. It's about expression, man.
Right.
And I try to do my expression with flavors. You know, so yeah.
And it's great to have to do something and have a passion for it, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you really get into it, you know, you explore different things, different areas, in different ways. And being around different people, you know, of different nationalities and watching them and learning from them, you know, you learned a whole lot.
It will expand, it will definitely expand, you know, your horizon, you know, in terms of cooking.
Right,
you know.
right.
So I'm gonna take this guy, I'm gonna lift this pan up.
Okay.
I see a lot of action going on over here. Let me just put this to the side. And let's see what we got going on here.
All right.
As you can see, this stuff's really cooking down.
She's moving around.
So what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to give it a little stir. Just a slight stir, just to move some stuff around. But as you can see, you know, all of this goodness is just like starting to sink in. And I'm going to kind of drape this over. Just drizzle this over the chicken a little bit.
Yeah, the ingredients and it's kind of almost made like a soup in there.
Yeah, turn it just, let's do it right down.
Right.
And once these, the main thing is, you know, to get these peppers and onions, you know, where they're kind of caramelized and get them soft and everything. And once that happens, it turns into a stew.
Stew,
You know.
Yeah, that's looking good, man.
And that's really what this is, basically. You know, a stovetop where you're just doing the stew, you're braising the food and stuff.
Right, right.
So I'm gonna take this right
Running
now.
all right on top. So one pan too.
Yeah. And I have some fresh cilantro here.
Okay.
I'm not gonna chop this up. I'm just gonna put this in here whole. You know, just to kind of get some flavor.
So that'll add more flavor.
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
Okay.
You know, flavor, you know, cilantro. Yeah, just put it right in here and just let it run.
Okay.
Now what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna take some take a little bit of water because I want this to kind of not to dry out.
Right.
You know, I want to keep some moisture in the pan. Now that I have this.
You know, cooking it like that, it's unlocking a lot of flavors.
A lot of flavors. Yeah. And I don't want to add too much water because I don't want to water it down. But I'm just gonna let it keep going. And now what I have here, I have some tomato paste.
Okay.
I'm gonna take just a little bit of water. Add it to the tomato paste. Just to kind of stir it up a little.
Stir it up a little.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to give it a little stir. I'm gonna take that and put it right in the middle here.
All right.
And when I do that, that's just gonna add just some more flavor to it as well. You know, 'cause I already have some tomatoes in here, and I just kind of work this inside.
Right.
It's gonna turn it into like almost like a little gravy and stuff like that.
It's pretty interesting, man, just watching you create a meal like this.
Just put it together, man.
Cause I don't even really call myself a cooker. I'm very basic.
I hear you.
Very basic. But I mean, like you, I like the grill. I like that.
Yes.
That charcoal. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I like for it to get in my clothes and everything.
Oh yeah,
so
nothing like it.
Just smelling it. You know.
Nothing like it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Nothing like it.
So as it gets warmer, it's starting to get a little warm now. You're gonna be outside more.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, the winter thaw, you know, once it thaws out, man, we're going back outside.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
we just just needed some shelter for a little while. You know, get that winter off of us.
But, yeah.
You know, but
Inside here, you got it really nice in here, man.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
But we're gonna definitely take advantage of some of this beautiful sunshine.
Oh yeah.
When we can.
And then everybody will be out, man. Everybody,
Yes.
You know.
Oh yeah.
A lot of times, you know, people smell food.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
and they come to it. You know,
Yeah.
want to
They
see what
smoke.
it is.
One
right?
thing about even at Grillin's, man, you know, once I light up that grill, you know, that smoke starts, you know, permeating through the neighborhood.
The neighborhood,
you know.
yeah.
Here they come. They're like, hey, what you got over there? You
I
know.
smell something.
It attracts them. It definitely attracts the people.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to this, just a dash of salt. You know, one thing about salt, I like to use salt like last on my dishes because that is basically to tighten up everything, tighten up the flavors.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I pretty much know what I have, but salt will kind of just tighten up everything.
All right. So you normally use that last.
Yeah, a lot of people like to use salt first and stuff like that. But if you think about it, you know, a lot of stuff that you cook with already has salt in it. So you don't really need a lot of salt.
Right.
Now I'm flipping these guys over just to kind of get some flavor. And I want to look at the bottom of this thigh itself.
Okay.
So I want to see, you know, close to the bone. You know, once I flip them over, and you see how tender they're getting.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because they're getting very close.
So yeah.
As you can see, you know.
If you're done to the bone, you know everything else is done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just let them kind of just hit them. And that way, it actually opens up the heat, you know, right next to the bone.
Right.
And that's another way of getting them tender too.
Now you got all that right down inside of it once you split it
Then
open.
absorb some of that flavor and stuff. And flip it back over.
Good.
So always do it on the bottom side. You know, that way you can take a look at your food, especially when you're serving a dish to somebody. You know, you can take a look at it, see what you got. You know, and
You can serve it up right.
yeah. And these guys are almost done.
Okay.
A couple more minutes, and yeah, let me cover it one more time,
Yeah.
and just a little more water to it.
Yes. Yeah. It's good. He's doing her thing in there. Man.
Yeah. Oh, I got some good heat in here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And, I'm gonna cover it again.
Okay.
Let me cover it one more time, and yeah. So that's basically this dish. Like I said, stewed chicken. You know, I took some thighs. I took the skin off of them. Did a little marinade, Spanish style today, and you know that's what you have. You know, so this is a meal, man. You know, it isn't a 10-minute meal.
Okay.
But you know, it's a meal that you can still do in less than a half hour.
But
40
that's,
minutes.
yeah, that's still pretty quick, man. I mean, because
Yeah.
once you get your stuff in the pan, you cover it, you can,
Yeah.
you know, do one couple things, you know,
Yes,
come back to
yeah.
it and check it.
Well,
So it's still pretty quick, man.
well, I mean, something like this, you know, you can take this dish here, and you can get your marinade together and do it overnight, or do it an hour or two in advance. You take these thighs and pull the skin off of them, and you put these in like a Ziploc bag or something like that, and you let it sit, you know, overnight. And all you have to do is just the same process, and you know, same cook time.
So yeah,
You know, and you should be good to go.
Mm-hmm.
You should be good to go with this thing. You know. So yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what really got me, man, was the sugar. Get sugar in the pan. That's the first time I've ever seen that.
That's something that's done when I've noticed, like with a lot of Latin dishes, always put your spices or whatever in the pan first,
In the pan
just kind of cure it a little bit. You
Wow.
know, interesting.
Yes,
Yeah, that's something
yes,
that I came across. I'm like, wow. Okay. Just another technique, man.
Yeah.
Just another technique.
That's
of doing
good. That's
something.
good. Yeah, I never would have thought of that.
Yeah.
And I've never seen anybody do it.
Well, I mean, even with curry, curries and any type of grains or whatever, I mean, you know, you're going to toast it up first. Give it like a little toasting, and you know, it just like heats it up. It does something to the, I guess, the juices of it. You know, it kind of extracts something.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what it does, man.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
That's a good deal, man.
You know, so like I said, if you got a couple more minutes on this, you have a seat, man. We're gonna serve this up.
Okay.
You know.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
I got some beans. I'm gonna heat up this rice and these beans. I got a little drink over there for you. I got some some Soursop for you. Soursop juice. You know.
Soursop.
Soursop. Yeah. This
Soursop.
yeah. That's a fruit. It's growing down in the tropics and, you know, parts of Asia and stuff like that. You know, it's got a little sweetness to it. You know, it's actually pronounced in Spanish guanábana. You know,
okay, I ain't even trying to say that.
yeah, you know, since I'm doing a little Spanish flair, I forgot to give you a little drink there. You know, if you go down to the tropics, you're gonna get some, you know, a little bit of soursop drink and stuff like that. Okay. You know, so let me just heat these guys up, and this will be ready, and we're gonna serve it up shortly.
Okay, well, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna check out the.
Yes.
I'm gonna just call it the juice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mess around with these beans. I got some black beans over here. They've been kind of cooking slowly. You know, so yeah, you know, we're almost there.
Okay. Oh, that's nice, man.
You like that?
Yeah.
All right. Soursop.
Soursop.
Yes. I figured you would get a kick out of it. You know. And I got my rice over here. Everything's gonna go together.
So how is that? That's like a fruit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you just extracting the juices from it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. Definitely. It's you know, in the tropics, man. You know, they love it.
Yeah, I can see why, man.
So you can see why, right?
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay.
That's really good.
So I'm gonna bring the rice over.
Okay.
And we're gonna place some beans on top of the rice. And we're very close to serving this thing up.
All right, that sounds good.
Yes. We're gonna let this chicken go a little longer.
All right. Let's sip on this some more, man.
Yeah. Well, you know, I knew that you would enjoy it. That's why I said, well, let me just put that together for you. This is the theme today.
Okay.
You know. So yeah. I'm gonna lay the rice. Put some rice down.
That's funny because it's really good, but it's a taste that you haven't tasted. You know what I mean? And can't even say it's close to anything. You know,
has its own.
It's got its own thing going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's very good.
It is.
Very good. I'm gonna bring the beans over.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay the beans right on that rice.
All right.
Black beans, just put that on the rice.
Yeah, black beans, they're good for you too, man.
A lot of protein.
Yes, indeed.
A lot of protein. We can put some on the side too, though. Don't want to lose all that juice. Don't let that rice absorb all that good juice.
Yes, it's looking good, bro. That's looking good. That's a quick meal too, man.
Very
Really quick.
Very quick. I'm gonna save some of this. I'm gonna hold some of this back so you can drizzle on your plate.
Okay.
Hold that. Got a little bit of cilantro that I had actually give it a rough chop.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of set that on that plate. Just give it some color as well, and add some flavor to it. You know I like to do my color schemes.
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
Love doing my colors.
Yeah, that's good looking too, man. It's good looking.
We're gonna pull the top off this guy here. See what we got.
All right.
It should be pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I love this cafe, man. A little music in the background.
Oh yeah,
you know.
we try to keep
really,
it right.
Yeah, it's comfortable, man.
We try to keep it right.
Mm-hmm. And you know, sometimes you go into places and it's just a restaurant. You know, what I mean, it's just like it's the normal thing. You know, it's just basic. I'll put it like that. It's just basic. But here, man, you know what I mean. From walking in the door, you get this feel. Is like home. You know, like the comforts of home, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The meal, you know, cook the meal right in front of you. You know, teach you what's going on with it at the same time.
Walk you through it.
So yeah.
Give you the walkthrough.
So that's really cool, man. And you know, that sets you apart from a lot of other restaurants too.
We just try to, you know, main thing we just try to really just show the folks, man. You know, there's a lot of ways to prepare these meals. You know, and it's sometimes it gets intimidating, but you know there is a formula to it.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Main thing is, you know, just don't rush it, man. Don't rush the meal. Just let it go.
So your prep time on that, well, like you say, you can do your marinade and just put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the fridge overnight. So that's that's not too hard.
Oh yeah.
And then work on your chicken and add the ingredients to it, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna pull a couple of these smaller pieces for you.
Okay.
And we can go ahead and get started with just that. We'll just check her out.
It's surely smelling good. It's looking good too. So I don't have no problem digging in.
I hear you. I hear you. Oh yeah. We're getting close. I'm gonna serve you up right now. I got one for you.
Okay. That's a pretty healthy meal too, man.
I'm gonna grab your plate.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull this chicken right off the pan.
Okay. That's a lot better than fast food, man. You're gonna spend $30 on fast food, man.
This is a fast food, but
right.
It's a healthy fast food.
Yeah. Spend $30, man. You open that bag, you don't know what you got in there. A lot of places you might have somebody else's meal. You know, man, they have somebody else's order.
That is so true.
Yeah.
So true.
You'll take that back in, and you gotta argue with the people that had it. Fries are cold, you know.
That's the thing in New York, man. You never get hot fries in New York. It's one of my experiences I had. You know, when I'm in Maryland, man, it's like you get hot fries.
Yeah.
That's like unheard of.
Yeah.
Unheard of. So I'm gonna grab some of this rice. Lay some of this right here on you. I'm gonna go get some of those beans.
Yeah. Yeah, that juice sucked right into that rice too.
Yeah, that absorbs it.
All right.
There you go. Let me grab one for myself.
Okay. That's good looking, man. It's good looking.
Wait here.
Okay. Now let me. I'm gonna go ahead on in here.
Go for it, man. Don't wait on me.
And
I gave you enough gravy on that so you can kind of do some things.
Okay. Now I spin my plate around. I don't know which way I want to attack it first. What side do I want to attack first?
You don't know where you want to go with it first, right?
Gosh, Sean, it's just falling right apart, man. Nice and tender.
Come over here and grab some myself. Let me grab some rice. Grab some beans here.
That's awesome, man. That black beans and rice, you got the juices soaked into that rice, and it just has a whole different flavor, man. Whole different flavor. And the chicken, I mean, it's just so tender, man. I went to cut it, and it was just breaking apart right by itself. Whole lot of flavor, different flavors in that. Whole lot of different flavors, and they all complement one another. They all complement one another. So I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to say sometimes. You know, I tell you, you make a good meal, a really good meal, and then you hit me again with something else, and so I can't say which, you know, what's the best, but you do some great meals, bro.
Thank you.
You do great meals.
Thank you.
And all pretty quick. They're all healthy.
Yes.
Full of flavor. So you know, even a person like me that don't cook that much, I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do this. Take me a minute, you know, to get everything together.
Well, make it yours.
But yeah.
You know, that's the thing about, you know, preparing meals. You know, I try to do the basics, but then you just take it and do your thing with it.
Do what you want to do with it.
Hopefully the folks can take this themselves and say, let me give this a shot.
Right, exactly. Because I know meals that you've prepared before. I've been home, man, and I've tried them out myself.
That's good.
You know, yeah.
That's good. And that's what we want.
Come a long way, man.
We want the folks to look at them, you know, and just review what we got going on, you know, follow us, and give it a shot.
And you can do it.
Give it a shot.
You can do it, man. You can do it. Well, I appreciate you, man, having me come over. You know, you give me a different experience every time I come.
Yes.
You know, I might bring a little baggage with me when I come in the door, man, but you know, I can't help that too much. You know, things just happen.
Yes.
But yeah, another great meal.
Thank you.
Great meal.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to another episode of Burnin with Tony, the Grillin Chef.